video talks about the technique parting while the horse is made. Starting from our single whip, I'm going to turn around. Now from here, the next two are different. I'm going to shift to turn the front foot out. As I do so, I prepare the other hand by bringing it to the elbow or near the elbow of the right hand where the forearm is pointed up. So I'm going to shift and turn the forward foot out. As I sink onto the forward foot, picking up the back heel, I also want to turn in that direction. It's as if I were turning to look at something to the side of me. That allows me to make a small semicircular step with the left foot, becoming the front foot. Shifting the weight off of the right, as I pick up, turning in on the heel, I activate the hands and move them in different directions. Same thing, but on reverse on the other side. I shift to prepare the left foot as I prepare the right hand. Pick up the right heel, semicircle step in a short stance, coming forward, turning in the back foot slightly, separating the hands. So as you see coming forward, turn in by turning the back foot. My left hand simply comes until the forearm points up. My right hand drops down as if I'm crossing my arms, continues down, and let it relax, pointing to the ground. When I put these together, it'll look like this. So once again, from here, so if you notice the stepping, I'm going to turn the foot out as in twist step. Shift and turn in that direction. The stepping foot comes under the body so that it's centered, continues in a semicircle in front pointing forward. Shift, turn in what is now the back foot. It's a relatively short stance. The back of the front heel lines up with the toe of the back foot, so there's no distance between my feet, even though they're not side by side. It has a zero length in stance as opposed to a longer stance. So it's a relatively shorter step than we normally take in other techniques. Now the application of parting while the horse is mane is that if someone had grabbed a hold of you by the collar or were choking you, this hand will come down and push to the bend of the elbow, causing the opponent to bend. I'm going to do the same thing, but moving upward with the other hand. So if they were holding on, their elbows would be bent. It would be much harder for someone to hold on or choke you in this position than this position. So I'm going to set them up so I can take advantage of that. The stepping is I'm pulling them with me because they're attached and making them come to the side. That will force them to either let go, which is what we want, or to break some of their stance by stepping forward. I can now place my foot between their feet and come forward and turn in. You don't show it in the form, but if you were to step between someone's stance and put your instep behind their Achilles heel, placing the front of your shin against their shin, and lean forward, it would buckle their stance and force them to fall. So first of all, I got to get them coming forward. Then I set them up for this. And at the same time, I want to make sure that they let go. Now, parting while the horse is mane, the name is a metaphor. It simply means something that's very difficult. It won't be easy. If you had a wild horse and it had never been combed and you had to comb it, if you had to part its mane, that would be full of tangles and burrs. It would be quite a difficult task. So simply a metaphor for doing something that's not impossible, but it is going to be relatively difficult.